Deadpool Negative. I want to do a quick video about another comic from my pile. This time, Transformers issue 4. In my previous video about the first 3 issues, I talked about how I consider this basically the ultimate version of the old Transformers cartoon show, and I still say that. I think, Cobra Commander dropped this week, and it included an element of G.I. Joe lore that has been overlooked in recent years. Certainly overlooked by Larry Hama, if you know who that is. I mean, if you know your G.I. Joe history. And these comics are very much in the tradition of the original the original cartoon shows, as opposed to the original comics by Marvel, which is fine. But also, I think Daniel Warren Johnson as a writer is bringing his own spin to it. And I'm not sure I would call it a complaint, but I noticed this is like the original, only more violent. But what I really liked about this issue is that Johnson gets down hard and gritty and talks about the consequences of the consequences of the Transformers' actions. Basically the Decepticons and Autobots tearing up the world around them is bad, and basically the fight between Starscream and Optimus results for last issue resulted in Spike getting injured, well, not by the robots but by something else, and now there's this great scene where the Optimus is racing the hospital. Starscream discovers the hospital. She says, "This is where they fix the squishy ones." Is that right? You're so pathetic I can't even believe you bring these ants to a place to get repaired. Starscream is a weapons grade jerk in this series. It's kind of hilarious. Anyway, again, I think what Johnson's really getting at is the essential goodness of the goodness character of the Autobot characters, particularly Optimus Prime. I think Optimus Prime, there's a scene where Optimus, basically the hospital, because of Starscream's actions, the hospital gets wrecked a little, and Optimus Prime decides to use what he has left in the Matrix, which was a Marvel concept, by the way. It predates the first movie. It uses the Matrix to basically keep the hospital powered and keep Spike alive. And I thought that was a nice reveal. I think there's a really interesting scene where a random patient at the hospital walks up to Mr. Optimus. "Can you change into a truck?" And, Johnson does something really cool. He has someone just react to a giant robot transforming into a vehicle in front of them the way they normally would by going, "Oh my gosh, awesome." And then what's interesting is he has Optimus Prime basically change form between panels. And as he's talking to Spike's father in one panel, you can hear the person who is watching and then you can change back. Really, that guy's been doing his thinking about how this works. This is I think the core appeals to the original cartoons, the Autobots were always on the human side. There are scenes where characters debate about being concerned about themselves. There's a scene in the very first Transformers cartoon, the first 3-parter, where they say should we even bother? And yes, we should. This is our fight. We've brought it to Earth. But they hear Ratchet, and not like a jerk, just questions you used one of our final scraps of Energon to save this hospital. He says, "Optimus, this is not about the Matrix, it's not about you." And you can't after saving an innocent creature, would you let me do, Ratchet? Let them die? We brought this here. They're innocent. They're prone to anger and destruction, just like us. Optimus Prime cares about, and Ratchet is trying hard to Ratchet's not being a jerk here. He's basically saying, "Look, we need this Energon. We are on the back foot here. It's hurting us. We don't have the Energon. We don't have the power, and you wasted some of it." And to him, he wasted some of it. just enough to jazz to help save you and your humans. And like Ratchet's just Ratchet's basically being pragmatic. And I think, and you know, like I remember, why is he being mean? No, he's being pragmatic. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, like this is just really solid storytelling. I mean, Johnson is a solid storyteller. He knows how to pace an action scene and do it well. I would recommend, if I haven't before, I'd recommend reading his recent rap series, Do a Powerbomb. About, you know, or his collaboration with Tiny Kate's The Ghost Fleet. Really good stuff. This comic isn't perfect, you know. I do think the scene between Cliff Jumper, did I say Cliff Jumper? And Carly Rose on for a little cliche, you know, like I'm pretty sure Carly would know what a clan meant, a clan, CLAN meant, in regards to, would mean as much as would mean family. But you know, again, and of course the last page of issue 4 is a really fun reveal, and it's a reveal that was followed up in Cobra Commander this week. Again, I'm just like, I was a little skeptical with the first issue, but this 4th issue, I'm really just enjoying it. I wish it was a little bit more, you know. I kind of wish it's not as interesting as, say, the John Barber stuff or the Brian Ruckley stuff, but it's passionate and exciting in a way that, while those series were good, just weren't running full blast, you know. Like, I don't know how long he's doing it. At least I've heard, like, you know, he'll be writing with issue 7 and an artist named Jorge Corona. I think it was work mostly as an inker, will be taking over the art, and his art looks good. I don't know how long he'll be doing this, but I've heard rumors like he's at least signed on for 2 years as a writer. But yeah, this is worth going to the comic book store for. It is a fun book, and if you're looking just for something that's fun and the characters are you know, just good, you know, good, I would definitely pick this up. And hit the bell, like, and subscribe, and I will talk to you later.